What's up, everyone? Thank you very, very much for joining me today. It's been a quiet couple of weeks, Big Brother wise. Nothing really much has been happening over the past week or so. But finally, some more sort of information has emerged, and of course, I'm on it straight away, and I'm happy to talk about it. So we've got sort of like a width of information to talk about today. We've got some house guest talk, we've got some actual house talk, and we've also got some date talk. So it's all around. So these are the videos I love doing the most when we've got a bit of everything to talk about. So we'll dive right in and talk about all the latest rumours for Big Brother 22. First things first, we have a house guest to talk about. Now, this house guest was on Big Brother 11 and he returned for Big Brother 13, and it is CBS favourite Jeff Schroeder. Now, Jeff has been doing the interviews for the new casts over the past couple of years, and again, with Jeff, he's one of those house guests that you really, really like him or you can't stand him. I personally haven't seen Big Brother 11 and 13, so I don't really know much to say about Jeff Schroeder. However, I've heard he's been sort of part of a lot of controversy revolving around Big Brother in the past, so I don't really know where to stand with that. I'd have to actually see it myself to make a judgment call, but I've heard that he's not very well liked. But then again, he did win America's Favourite House Guest, which I've done my research on, and assumingly so, lots of people must have liked him. So again, he's sort of one of those people you either love or you hate. So there was a rumor going around on his wife's Instagram, which is Jordan, who was also on Big Brother with him. And obviously they got married, they've had kids, and basically she put a post out sort of saying that Jeff was going away for a couple of weeks to star in a movie or do some filming for something, and everyone straight away, BB fans being the detectives that they are, jumped on it and was like, oh my god, Jeff's going to be on Big Brother 22, because I feel like any information or any sort of potential thing that could hint towards something at this point, we jump on because it's just exciting, isn't it? It's nice to just speculate about it. So I feel like Jeff could potentially be going in because obviously CBS has brought him back year after year after year to do the cast interviews, so they must like him. But you could also argue that if he works for CBS, would he actually be allowed to be on the show? Because somebody on Survivor, I believe his name was Cochran or something like that, he basically works for CBS, and for Winners at War, which was the 40th season, he wasn't brought back, and I think that was because I think it was a mix of sort of his personal opinion on the game as well as the fact that he works for CBS. There's a couple of people who do, but I've seen a couple of people who do work for CBS and have came back for Survivor. So I think there's still a chance that we could see Jeff this season. But I mean, what I need to know is, do you guys think do you want him to come back or not? Because over the past few videos I've done, I haven't seen a single person mention his name. Not that I recall anyway. There's an awful lot of comments to go through, but not off the top of my head. I don't remember anyone mentioning that they want Jeff back. So I don't know how everyone feels about this. But yeah, I mean, he could be a guy who could be going back in. However, the fact that he's a bit of an older player and he probably just won't have that many connections in the game tells me that if he does go in, he might go out quite early. But that's just my opinion on Jeff Schroeder being in Big Brother 22. Next up, I must give a shout out to my good friend Technology for allowing this drone. It wasn't me who did it, but somebody had flown a drone over the lot of the CBS Big Brother house and saw some footage from over the top of the garden, and to me this just fueled the rumours, and I just thought, yeah, Big Brother 22 is definitely happening. So I'll put the picture on the screen right now and we'll sort of talk through what we see. So, as you can see, there's tents up in the garden, and they are renovation tents. There's woodwork going on, there's painting going on. Why the hell would they be doing that if Big Brother wasn't happening? I'm pretty much, I think it's fair to say that it's pretty much confirmed at this point. Unless COVID-19 takes a turn for the worse and in California and another lockdown happens or something like that, then the show is definitely still going ahead. The fact that they've got the paint and the set, they are creating all the sets as well, like probably for HOH competitions, just any competition in general, and those tents will be hiding all sorts of stuff. There'll be work tents where they'll be making like props and stuff inside of them. They do it for a lot of shows all over the world, all props and that are created in tents, on sets and warehouses. Obviously, the warehouse for Big Brother is that compound just outside as well. There's like loading trucks that have been going in, so they've been delivering stuff for then the props to be made and stuff inside the tents. So yeah, there's just a lot of basic production stuff going on there, and I'm pretty sure that confirms that there is going to be a season, which is really, really exciting. And what I wasn't going to speculate on is the fact that with the painting going on there as well, there is definitely, you can interpret what the theme's going to be like. So I think we've definitely got a sort of colourful sort of house going on this year. Now, the house is always colourful, but it always follows a theme. This definitely looks like it's going to be very exotic and bright, and it should be for an all-star season. However, the last All-Star season was pretty much just reds and blacks. It was very sinister, so I'd like to see where they go with this one. It's modern day Big Brother, so they're probably just jazzing it up as much as possible. But yeah, I mean, I'm really, really excited to see that photo. And yeah, another shout out to my main man, the drone, because without this footage, I mean, I wouldn't have been as excited for the season. I was excited anyway, but this has just fueled my excitement even more. So yeah, I'm chuffed that I've seen this photo, and I do believe that we could definitely be getting the season now. Okay, so this next point I've literally just found out whilst reading this video. In between takes, I took a look on Twitter and I've literally just found out that the CBS shop, they have accidentally, I don't know if it was accidental, it sort of seems that way, they've dropped some merchandise for Big Brother All-Stars, some mugs, some mason jars, and some bowls, and face masks as well, very apt with COVID. They've dropped them on CBS, and I've just gone to the CBS merch store, and I don't think they're still there. So I feel like they've accidentally leaked them. And yeah, so they've definitely 100%, I'm saying the season is confirmed now. I'm 100% there. It's just we've got to hope that nothing happens to stop the season now. But as I said, I've literally just seen this about 10 seconds ago. Obviously, this will roll out in a couple hours, this video for you guys. But for me, I literally just saw this rumour about 10 seconds ago. So I'm very, very excited to talk about those. I'll put them on the screen quickly so you can just flash through some of the merch. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely another rumour that's sort of consolidating the fact that we could be getting a season of Big Brother this year, and it just excites me even more. And to be honest, I quite like the branding. It's basic, but you know what? Like, I feel like nice back to Big Brother basics is cool. So, you know, it seems legit. I like it. Overall, great news. Now, another piece of merch on the CBS store was a little sort of luggage tag with the word Catherine on it. Now, I'm pretty sure this sort of confirms that Kat from Big Brother 21 is going to be an all-star, which is really, really exciting because I do like Kat. I think she was great entertainment, and it's going to be great to see her again. Although it could just be a name holder, a placeholder for some random person that wants to buy it called Catherine. However, you know, because obviously it can be put as anyone's name. But the fact that they're using Catherine as an example tells me that Kat is going to be on Big Brother 21, which is super exciting. So a tweet went out on Twitter a couple of days back. I'll put it on the screen right now and I'll read from it of what it says. This is supposed to be someone who works for CBS, basically an insider giving us a bit of info. I don't know if I believe it or not, but you know what? It's always fun to speculate. So we'll take a look at it. So, obviously All Stars is happening, 100 emoji%. No newbies. Being sequestered 2 weeks, alternate house guest in case one tests positive for COVID, starts this week. My sources say a regular 90-ish day season, and yeah, some people are lying to y'all. COVID dependent, hashtag BB22. Now, that is literally my thoughts exactly. I don't work for CBS. However, this is literally what I would have thought of the season. I think it's definitely happening. It's going to be All-Stars. And the only thing that could stop things is if COVID takes a turn for the worse. And if someone does, who was cast that does get COVID, they will reportedly just be shown out the way, and someone else, they'll be evicted before the game starts and they'll put someone else in. However, I have heard rumours that apparently Josh has been pulled from the cast because he was reaching out to way too many people and CBS got a bit annoyed. I don't know if we can confirm that, but I did hear rumours about that. So Josh Martinez could be off the cast, but as far as we know, he's currently still on it. But there could be talks with CBS right now because he's been reaching out to everyone, asking for alliances. CBS just don't like all that pre-game and BS, so they may have just got him off the cast. But as far as I know, he's still doing it, and Big Brother 22 is happening. But that is all the rumours for today, and I've really, really enjoyed discussing them with everyone. Now, okay, a little friendly reminder, if this isn't enough Big Brother talk for you, you can join me on TV Co app every single Monday and Thursday at 7 Eastern Time, where I'll be discussing every single last rumour that there is. So come on, hang out with us there. We've had a couple of people join us in the past couple of weeks. We had Rockstar in the audience from Big Brother 20. We had Nicole from Big Brother 21. I met Cliff from Big Brother 21 briefly as well. So a few friendly faces have shown up, which has been great fun. So come on down and join us and chat all things Big Brother. It's great, great fun. As I said, every Monday and Thursday at 7 Eastern Time on TV Co app. But yeah, besides that, that's all the rumours for today, folks. I really, really hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you so much for listening in. I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.